This short video will help you use the Read Write app in Google Docs to translate documents for non-English speakers. This is actually a fairly complicated process in terms of what you need to do. When it's set up, it'll be easy to use, but it'll be a multi-step. So let's begin with adding the Read Write extension to your Chrome account. So I'm on a computer and I've opened the Chrome browser. That is the little Chrome circle. I'm working on a Mac right now. Most of you are on PCs, but it looks exactly the same. So you're going to open your Chrome browser. When your Chrome browser window opens, of course yours probably looks different from mine, but if you'll go to the bottom right corner, it'll say Web Store, or if you have it added, it'll say Store as one of your apps on the browser itself. So we're going to open the Chrome Store. When the Chrome Store opens, you're going to type in this search field right here. We're going to search it for Read Write, all one word, and then scroll down and find extension. The difference between an app and an extension is an app is like a bookmark. It's going to take you somewhere on the web. An extension is going to be added to the browser window itself that'll be used on multiple websites. So this is the Read Write for Google extension that we want to add to our Chrome browser. So after I've found Read Write for Google, notice on the right it says free because of course there's going to be, I call this freemium, meaning that there's some free features and there's also paid features, but we're going to just use the free features. So we're going to click on where it says free. It opens another dialog box. We're going to click add. Then it adds right up here on the top corner underneath the right hand side, sort of where the settings tab is. It's going to add an extension icon, which is the Read Write for Google extension icon. I have 2 accounts signed in right now, so I'm going to choose the account that I'm going to use my Read Write extension with, which is, of course, is my Brenham KDS-12 account. Then it's going to come to this page and you can ignore it. We are going to use the free version, but of course there's a paid version as well. Okay, so that was to install this little icon on the upper right hand side that is my Read Write icon. So to review, how did I get there? I opened the Chrome browser. I went to the web store. I typed in Read Write, all one word. I scrolled down until I found Read Write for Google and then I installed it. Okay, once I have that installed as an extension on my browser, notice it's grayed out right now because it can't read this web page. It's going to be reading my Google Doc for me. So now I'm going to go to my Google Drive. In Google Drive, I'm going to find the document that I want to translate for a Spanish student. So I might have a quiz on my Google Drive and I'm going to open it. Now just to begin to show you how easy this is, you can actually click the Read Write for Google Drive right now in Google Docs, meaning that if you'll notice when I click right up here, it opens a new menu bar across the top. So just in my English written quiz, I could actually highlight and have Google Read Write actually read this aloud audio. I'm going to play it and see if you can hear it.
Which type of salads and membranes surrounding it?
Now you're going to notice that she sounds Spanish, and that's because of the way I have my settings, because I wanted it to be a Spanish person for my Spanish text. So with the Read Write open, I have my settings icon. You can change it to US person, or you can change it to Spanish. I have it on Spanish and you'll see why in just a second. You can set the speed and for continuous reading. I have continuous reading unchecked because I want to be able to just highlight what I want read. And so when I highlight something, if I want it to read this word, I can highlight it, click play on the top menu bar, and she will read it. And I'm going to stop it as I go. Now that's just how it reads aloud to you. You'll notice that there is a translator right here, but it's going to basically translate one word at a time, sort of like Google Translate, and it writes it out in the new version, in this case Spanish, because I have Spanish chosen. But we want to be able to translate the entire document. So I'm actually going to use a different tool for that. So I'm going to turn off my Read Write extension. I'm going to highlight my entire quiz all the way down. I have 5 questions. And then in the Google menu bar, I'm going to go to Tools, translate document. It actually is going to open a brand new copy of this, and I'm going to choose the name and the language to which I want to translate. So I'm going to put this as Spanish language copy of biology quiz. I'm going to choose Spanish as my translated language, and then I'm going to click translate. Now notice it's working right now to open a brand new copy of it, and it has translated into a unified version of Spanish, meaning it may not be colloquial correct to the person that you're speaking, but just using a unified Spanish version. So I have my original version in English, and now I have my translated version. And that was under Tools, Translate Document. I highlighted the document and then I translated it. Now I can use that in conjunction with my Google Read Write. And so I'm going to go back up to the top to my Google Read Write for Google. It comes down, and I'm going to highlight the first question, and I'm going to click the play button.
¿Qué tipo de células carece de una membrana que rodea el material genético?
And I'm going to click stop so she doesn't continue. And they could hear it, and the Spanish speaker could then maybe understand the question better. So what's interesting about this is that the Read Write for Google extension works great in English. Just set your settings to recognize or speak more English toned. It also works great for a translated text, and if you have your settings set for a Mexican Spanish so that she has the right type of diction for the Spanish speakers in your class. And of course, if you have other languages in your class, this would apply to them as well. So let's review the 3 steps. The first step was just loading the extension into my Google Chrome browser, and that was through the web store and adding the Read Write extension, searching for it and adding it. From there, I opened my Google document, which is written in English, and I went to, I can highlight it. I think you can even do this without highlighting, but I went to Tools and Translate Document, and it makes a copy of the document, and I choose the language to which I want to translate it. Once I have the translated document, then I can use the Google Read Write Tool extension. Notice right up here in the corner, when you click on it, it brings down another toolbar, and if I highlight my text, I can have it read aloud by clicking play. So in English, this might be valuable for your special needs population, such as dyslexic students, and for your ELL students, you could use this, translate the document first into their native language, and then have it read it to them. I hope this short video will help you use Read Write Chrome extension in the Chrome browser.